What is up, everybody? Okay, so I'm kind of excited here because I just got one of the greatest achievements I think you can in Advanced Warfare, and that is getting the royalty camo. I mean, look at this. If you guys haven't guessed it already, I've gotten the royalty camo for the assault rifles, judging by my weapons mastery chest piece. Yes, I know. It looks freaking amazing. Look at that. It's like diamond and gold. Oh my god, it just looks amazing. And I've been excited all day, and I've been kind of freaking out cuz I just played the game, and I was using, and the last gun that I used it with was with the Mark 14 MK14 Eclipse, and man, this gun was hard. Like, I'm going to tell you guys all the strategies that I did in laying out all the loadouts that I used, and this one, I have to admit, was pretty difficult. Like, I'll explain everything, and I'll show the assault rifles. I'll use a different example to show what the challenges are, but the MK14 definitely was the hardest one. I'm glad I did have the Eclipse with me because it does have increased damage and accuracy, so it did help a lot more. At the beginning, I did try the disc grader because it had an increased fire rate, and I thought, like, oh, well, I can get the bullets off faster, thus I can get it. It didn't really work out for me that well, and because the increased accuracy or the increased fire rate, it didn't really do that much, but the Eclipse really helped, and that's what really brought me through at the end there. So here we go, guys. I do have, like, look at these. Bal 27, AK, I diamond all of these. It took me, when did Advanced Warfare come out? November. I got it in November, and I started with the camos, I think, beginning of December, and today is March 29th, and you can see, so here, you can see that it took me a while to get all the diamonds, and I didn't play this game a lot. You guys have seen me. I started with GTA 5, so it didn't take me that long. It was pretty fast, I have to admit. I mean, I've seen other people do it, and it took them a while, but I think I did it in a pretty fair amount of time, just not overall, but game-wise, yes, it didn't. Like, every weekend, I'd say I'd at least have to get, like, 5 camos, and that's what I do. And every time I got on, if there was double XP, I'd be like, okay, I'm just prestige, not worry about this. So I kind of balanced everything out throughout the game. So here we go, guys. Let's start with the beginning, with the first weapon that I did. Let's get my class set up here. First weapon that I did diamond was the HBR, or not this one, and so immediately after the bat, I got the Average Joe, or I got the Cowboy in a supply drop, and so I was using this for a long time, and then finally I got the Average Joe, and I was like, increased damage and increased range. I'm like, yes, please. So I used the Average Joe, so let's equip the royalty, and then the class setup that I did use was surprisingly not the red dot sight. I did not use the red dot sight on this weapon. I know a lot of people like it, but I did not use the red dot sight at all. I did use foregrip, and I used the suppressor, and it's like, this is a weird setup, but I don't know, it just worked for me. Because then I added lightweight, and then I had fast hands. And this was my setup for the diamonding, and honestly, this one was pretty fast. I have to admit, this one was pretty fast, so here we go, let's check it out. This is my baby. I love this gun so much. I want the freaking Insanity and the Bare Fist. Both of those weapons I have seen them, and I've, like, picked them up on the ground, and it's amazing. So here we go. This is the royalty. Oh man, doesn't it look sick? And I know this is like a weird class for the HBR. Not a lot of people like the iron sights because it, like, takes up a lot of space, but for some reason it just worked for me. I did it pretty fast, and I was impressed. So this is the I mean, look at this. It is beautiful. Look at this freaking skin. It's like metal, it's gold. Oh man, alright. So next one I did was, I believe I did the AK-12. So what I did was, I did use the red dot sight, I used foregrip, and I used the suppressor. These were, let me get rid of, what was it, overkill, yeah. So I did use the suppressor, and this loadout is a little bit tricky. I mean, I was using it a lot. Oh, and the gun, sorry. And then I used the hair trigger. The hair trigger, man, that is it is an amazing gun. If you don't have it, I highly suggest you try to get it, because it is like the enlisted version of the AK Rip, and it is freaking amazing with the increased fire rate. So, let's add the royalty camo on, and let's check this guy out. Okay, this is looking good. I like this. But this one, specifically this gun in this loadout, it was pretty easy to get long shots. Like, I got long shots pretty quickly with this one, and I also got headshots with the red dot sight. That definitely helped with it. But one thing that it did take me a while to get was the what's it called? After sliding. Like, this weapon, I don't know why, but after sliding, this was just crazy to get. Like, slide once and then do it, because it's just like, I don't know, I can't really explain, but I had to hip fire a lot after sliding, and so that was one of the last ones. Oh wow, 28 seconds, that was quick. So, alright, so this is the royalty camo on the AK-12, and then the next one that I did use was the bow. Oh, this one took me pretty, I did this pretty fast. So what I used was, I used a suppressor. Let's get rid of a bunch of stuff, and I'll show the class. I used the foregrip, suppressor, and then I had my backup Xeno, and this one, oddly enough, I'm gonna try to diamond next. I'm gonna try to do pistols. I mean, that's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna try doing pistols. And then I had that, and then my perks were, I did not have toughness. I had scavenger. I had peripherals. Just change that. I had peripherals, lightweight, and the low profile. Perk 2 agreed. And low profile, and then I did have one Semtex. Or no. I had one Semtex for this, and this was the setup for my bow that was gonna make it quick. And honestly, it did take it. This one was quick. This is a really great gun, and it did not take me a long time to get this one ranked up. Like, I did this really fast. So yeah, this is the royalty in the bow. I mean, a lot of people use it, but then I think they tried to nerf it in the patch, in a pretty recent patch. So it was so it kind of went downhill. But so not a lot of people are using it a lot anymore. But this one, I mean, the high fire rate, and then I think, yeah, high fire rate and the grip were phenomenal to use. I mean, you can get long range kills pretty quick, and then since this has kind of an high accuracy, high recoil, so you can just kind of like, it'll kind of slowly go up. And so you'll just, if you aim for the body shots, it'll slowly move up to the head. And so if you didn't notice, I did use the assaulter. The assaulter does have increased mobility and nothing decreased, and so I was able to move around pretty fast. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm coughing. And then the Battle 223, it had lessened damage, higher fire rate, and a higher range. So I tried it out. I'm like, oh, this higher fire rate, I mean, I can do this. But then with the lessened damage, that I just couldn't do it. I couldn't get kills off that well. And so the assaulter, or if you have the carbon, I deleted the carbon because I needed space, and I was like, crap, I deleted the carbon. So if you have that Battle 27, that is a very good gun. That is a really quick way to get royalty. Next, we're going to move on to the next one I did was, I believe, got to create another class for this. Oh, I had to create, let's just get rid of this one. Assault rifles. Next one I did was the ARX, but of course I prestiged. I did this one after I prestiged, so you guys aren't going to be able to see the my attachments that I used, but what I did use was stock. I found it because I'm constantly aiming down the sight with that weapon, so I used stock, foregrip, and then I did quick draw. It is this gun was kind of like, it's kind of weird and iffy, and then like halfway through I had the I sped up to the red eye, so Red-Eye Coyote, so this one really kind of helped. It was stock, foregrip, and suppressor, no sights. So, and the iron sights on this weapon aren't too bad. And so I mean, this one was good. I got a what's it called? Long shots before I got headshots with this weapon, which is really unusual. I mean, I think most people get the headshot camos done before they get the long shot camos done. So here we go. This is oh, look at this. I like this. This is my favorite so far. The royalty on the ARX, man, this looks nice. I mean, the Red-Eye Coyote isn't the best, but it is a professional, and I just was able to use it really well. I mean, oh man, look at the glint. It just like glints in the sunlight and the light. It just looks amazing. Oh, I'm so happy. Alright. So that is the ARX. Unfortunately, I couldn't show you the sights, so that's kind of my bad. I did rank up. But, oh, and the perks for this one, I did use lightweight. I had toughness. Yeah, I can get the perks. I had toughness, blast suppressor, peripherals, and then, what was it? I think I had a fast hands again, just to swap weapons and reload while sprinting, because I find myself constantly sprinting in this game. I think we all do. And you guys can just kind of look to the right for the score streaks. Next one I ranked up was the IMR, and I'm gonna be honest here, guys, I gotta fix this one, but this one is freaking weird. Like, this gun is impressive, but it's weird the way I set up. The quickest setup that I found was, wait for it, let's just get rid of this one, because that is not the setup that I used. There was this one. I used thermal, quick draw, and foregrip. Now, this, you're gonna kind of think like, oh man, this guy's crazy. He's using thermal sights on an assault rifle. But let me tell you this: I want you to try it. Like, try thermal sights on the IMR. If you have this setup specifically, you will go far. Like, you can get headshots almost instantly. In the way, since you're able to hold it steady, you can get a good amount of long shots with it too. And I recommend that you do this and play on one of the DLC maps, and in that one you can really get this gun done fast. Like, I got this one done as soon as, like, I saw a guy using thermals. I'm like, why is he using thermals? It's a freaking assault rifle. When I tried it, I got 8 headshots and 2 long shots in that next game, and I was just like, I'm using it. So you kind of look at me like, oh wow, this is weird. But with the quick, I'm sorry for the viewers, but with the quick draw, it brings it up fast, and it's able for those short distant firefights that you're gonna get into. But like, I mean, the way the sight works is just amazing on this weapon. 'Cause it's low recoil, and you're able to just have a spot on accuracy. I mean, look at that. It's crazy. I love it. And you guys are, I mean, you could think I'm crazy, but this is a really good setup to get royalty, to get diamond fast on this weapon. Next, we're going to go, next and last is the MK14. This weapon, man, oh, I have a story to tell you, but this weapon took me far. Like, this weapon boosted my KD so much. It just has increased damage and everything, and if you are able to have a trigger finger, you can get this weapon off. So the loadout that I used was this. Like, I literally just got the royalty camo like 2 minutes ago. So this is the exact setup. I haven't changed anything. The exact setup I used. I had quick draw, foregrip, and then the hybrid sight. Now, the thermal sight, I tried it on this weapon. It does not work at all. I recommend the hybrid sight because this is a really good, like, long range weapon. So if you have a zoomed in kind of hybrid red dot and long range kind of ACOG kind of thing, you can get these long range kills and headshots pretty fast. And so if you see here with like the bring it up fast, and then if you have a trigger finger, like, this is a really good way to boost up your trigger finger, like, a lot. Like, I mean, mine's still pretty slow compared to some of the COD players. but at some points, if like I'm like boosting around, I can get these shots off pretty fast, and it's nice. So that is all the assault rifle royalties. That's all of them. I mean, I don't think I missed one. I mean, I did all of these, and I just like jumped out of my chair, and this is what I did. I pulled out my sniper class, I pulled out the doctor, and I just did 360 no scopes the entire time. I think I did get one no scope, one 360 no scope, and it's like I'm not face clan or anything, but it was, I mean, yeah, I had a little laugh about it. This is the doctor. This is the quick scoping elite sniper rifle, so you can get the shots off pretty fast, but it does have lessened damage, which is, yeah, but we're not here to talk about the doctor. We're here to talk about the assault rifles, and man, I did enjoy this. And next thing I'm gonna do is friggin' Widowmaker. I mean, I gotta do all the assault rifles. I started with the first ones. I gotta finish them all. So stay tuned for heatsink. Stay tuned for more, I guess. I mean, that is the intense review of everything. Oh yeah, my kind of list. So from the easiest to royalty, I would have to say it was the BAL. I got that done pretty fast. So if you're wanting a quick diamond, if you just want to say like, oh yeah, I have diamond, yeah, you guys can suck it, I suggest using the BAL first. I didn't usually do it that way, but I did it pretty quickly. Next, the hardest one I'd have to say was definitely the MK14. This weapon, like, it's really hard to get strafe medals. I mean, it took me the longest to get strafe medals with this weapon. And since it's a semi-automatic, it's pretty hard. So that was definitely the hardest. And then the funnest one to royalty was definitely the AK-12 hair trigger. This one was definitely the best royalty, or not royalty, diamond. I keep saying diamond. I got royalty on my mind, but this was definitely my favorite to diamond because I don't know, I just went off with this weapon. It is crazy. So that is the assault rifle. That is the assault rifle kind of royalty thing. Next up, I'm gonna try to go for. I'm gonna try to go for either the submachine guns. I mean, I got my genuine here. I'm not that far with the submachine guns, but you just need hip fires, and then man, I gotta do dogfights, but you need hip fires, and then you need headshots, and I just thought, like, okay, that's not too hard to get, so I'll definitely be doing, so wait like 2 more months, and then maybe I'll have like 2 diamonds, and I'll do a video with that, but I'm gonna try to go for the KF5 genuine first. And this gun, man, I have a gameplay of me using this gun, and I just go off. Like, I think I'm like 24 and 7, something like that, maybe even higher. So yeah, I don't want to end this video, guys, but there you go. There's the quickest way. I just explained the quickest way to get royalty, the loadouts that I used, and then all assault rifle weapons in the royalty skin. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.